Out of all the planets in the solar system, the planet that is most ideally suitable for life is Mars. And to our luck, that is the neighboring planet of Earth too. So for now, the main goal when it comes to living on another planet is to find some means to make us live on Mars. For now, scientists believe this is the correct way to proceed. Mars is well studied and similar to Earth's characteristics in many ways, but it also has its own share of mysteries and differences. Don't be confused, we'll make it clear for you. Our main goal for now, when it comes to traveling to another planet, is to set foot on Mars and look for any means of survival in the red planet. But to make it possible, we need engineering. Lots and lots of engineering. Scientists have come up with so many great ideas and tried their best to bring them up to life. These inventions help astronauts a lot in their space journey. If astronauts are going to travel to Mars, they will be traveling about 225 million kilometers into deep space. So, an efficient propulsion system is necessary for them to reach their destination quickly and safely as possible. A propulsion system is a mission that provides the necessary thrust for the vehicle to move through space. Currently, NASA is advancing multiple options, including nuclear electric and nuclear thermal propulsion. Both use nuclear fission but are very different from each other. A nuclear fission is the process where a nucleus inside an atom could either split by itself or on impact with another particle, which results in release of massive amounts of energy. A nuclear electric rocket is more efficient, but it doesn't generate a lot of thrust. Nuclear thermal propulsion, on the other hand, provides much more thrust but is not much efficient. To put it simply, a nuclear electric rocket kind of has more mileage but less pickup, while a nuclear thermal rocket has less mileage but more pickup. Rovers are very important if we want to examine the samples of Martian soil or the ground characteristics of any planet for that matter. The largest rover we've landed on Mars is about the size of a car, and sending humans to Mars will require a much bigger spacecraft. New technologies will allow heavier spacecraft to enter the Martian atmosphere, approach the surface, and land close to where astronauts want to explore. Do you know that spacesuits are actually a mini spacecraft for astronauts? Yes. Spacesuits are equipped with small thrusters that help astronauts move in space. It kind of houses a jetpack that you would have seen in cartoons and video games. NASA's latest spacesuit is so high-tech that it is engineered to be used anywhere in space. The Exploration Extravehicular Mobility Unit, or XEMU, are the next generation NASA spacesuits that give the utmost importance to crew safety while also allowing moonwalkers to make more natural, Earth-like movements and accomplish tasks that weren't possible during the Apollo missions. Scientists are also planning to work on technologies that enrich life support functionality in the carbon dioxide-rich atmosphere and modify dresses and garments to keep astronauts warm during the Martian winter and prevent overheating in summer season. Also, to reduce the number of items needed to land on the surface, NASA is planning to combine the first Martian home and vehicle into a single rover completely with breathable air. It is like a mobile home that can be driven wherever the astronaut wants to in the Martian atmosphere. NASA is planning to create like a recreational vehicle which will have everything inside that astronauts need to live and work for weeks. They can drive in comfortable clothing tens of miles from the spacecraft that will launch them back to space for their return trip to Earth. When they encounter interesting locations, astronauts can put on their high-tech spacesuits to exit the rover and collect samples and conduct science experiments. Like we use electricity to charge our devices on Earth, astronauts will need a reliable power supply to explore Mars. The system will need to be lightweight and capable of running regardless of its location or the weather on the red planet.
When it comes to a trip to Mars, scientists have tried their best to make sure your takeoff, travel, landing, stay, power supply and return is perfectly safe. It is amazing how much human beings have achieved just by making complicated inventions that analyze and feed data. But even after doing that, do you think we could jump inside a spacecraft, put on a suit, strap our seatbelt and fly away into the sky? Stay tuned to find out the possibilities in the next module, Limitations of Mankind in Space.